Hey everyone, this is Jake, and today we are going to be doing another review for SSR units, and this time we are going to be covering Ifrit. And this tank is pretty much one of the most OP units that exists within this game. So there's your answer right there if you should pull this character or not. This character is definitely pretty worthy, and you are going to be using this character in both PvE and PvP and pretty much everywhere else. But there's your answer right there. This is definitely one of those characters that you do not want to miss. So to summarize Ifrit quickly, it is 3 cost striker units, and that's also DPS role. But it has barrier and is able to get up to 100% with its passive ability, so it is also very tanky long as you have the barrier on. So you will get countered in the future when there's a character that's able to reflux the barriers and do damage, or able to remove the barrier with the certain skills and such. So long as you're not fighting those types of enemies, and in PvE contents it's rare to encounter anything like that. So you are able to pretty much mow down all the targets while being protected. With his passive skill, is able to do more damage against defender as was a striker, so very good since you are going to be fighting them in a close range most of the times. And with his special skills, is able to boost itself and able to give some attack speed as well as defend penetrations. Gear setup wise, I think Ifrit is very simple to gear up, and you can just use a lot of different variety. The first thing I like to use right now within Korean server is combining Relic with the Breed Trust and trying to get the latent power that gives a melee damage, or even try to get some high crit damage going on, so I'm able to get some lucky with the crit hits and do some damage. And also trying to use a courage gear, which gives type damage to certain classes like counter damage, and the bottom option you're able to roll for more type damage or even go for crit damage as well. So in that way you can stack up some damage boosts and just go all the way and try to mow down the target this way. But the most popular setup they go for is definitely the Shadow Hole gear. You're probably going to get a lot of mechanic Shadow Hole gears, and Ifrit is definitely one of the best characters that you can slap those on and combine with like extra defender damage or even striker damage or even ranger damage. Those 3 types are going to work very good with the Ifrit and able to melt down a lot of targets. If you're trying to stack up some striker damage, you are going to be able to mow down a lot of awakening strikers. If you stack up the defender damage, of course Awaken Hilde and many other defender coming out in the future will get quickly melted by Ifrit. So there's a lot of possibility with the Shadow Hole gear, so try to take the benefit of that and you should see a great result with this character. When it comes to PvE contents, Ifrit's possibility is endless. You can use this against any types of boss out there. You are able to use this unit against the challenge stages. You are able to use this thing against Relic challenge dungeon in the future as well. Constitution raid, anything you mention in the future, this thing is a monster and it always has a spot for it. And this is going to be lasting very long time for global server, so if you need a DPS carry machines, Ifrit is going to be the one character that you want to have, because trust me, this thing will be just wrecking things left and right. You just have to get the right gears, which is not going to be that hard in my opinions, because with the Shadow Holes out, just slap that gear on this thing and you are able to just mow down the target very easily. So when it comes to PvE contents, definitely one of the best units you can go for. That's very flexible in many different contexts out there. PvP wise, it's the same. It's definitely one of the most used 3 cost striker units as well. And with the Naivin coming out a lot less these days within Korean servers PvP, you can definitely see Ifrit coming out a lot more. And with the certain strikers, really strong depending on the week and such, Ifrit is out there to mow down the striker as well. So Ifrit is just one of the best units in this game, like I said earlier in this video. It's good in PvE, it's good in PvP, it's good against a lot of different targets. It does have a hard counter within PvP, but that's very rare situations. So Ifrit will always have a spot for you to use, and it won't be an exception for the global server. So hope you guys enjoy this character, and I think this definitely is one of the strongest characters released for the global server so far. It's pretty easy to make a video for OP units because it's just so good, and you don't really have to worry about anything about, oh, maybe I pulled the wrong units kind of thing. Like, just pull this units, you will not regret it, and we'll move on. But that is pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. This is Jake. I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.